Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. Your concerned Toms River residents. Why I do this show? Because you're concerned. And today we're going to talk about your councilman who sent a private email to everybody who's employed in Toms River about preference for jobs. We're going to talk about Wildwood, a parking situation, and we're going to tell you what's going on in Trenton, how it affects you. We're going to do all that when we come back. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching the Toms River Show. Pat O'Melia here. If you're concerned, I do that. I do the show because you're concerned. You know what you should be concerned with? Technology. Now, technology eludes some of the older generation. I'm not there yet, as you can see by my lack of gray hair. I am not in there. I had nothing to do with Just for Gray. Just for Men? No. Your councilman, George E. Whitman Jr., was baffled by that newfangled technology called email. It's bewildering. There is employment opportunities in Toms River, allegedly, that should be open to everyone. But that may not be the case. In an email that was going to be sent to the council president about hiring, and in the email, it said that, people who get the job should be members of the club. What club are we talking about? Well, that's where things get interesting. Some people were wondering what club that might be. Now, what happened, he sent the email to the council president, but what he did, he inadvertently hit reply all, which all the years I've been doing email, I have never, ever done that. I'm not even sure how you actually, I'm picturing this in my mind now. How do you even do that, reply all? I just hit send. What he did, he hit reply all to 400 Toms River employees, from the police to DPW to whoever's employed in Toms River, about hiring. Now, there's probably a job available. And what Mr. Whitman, or somebody called Witless, was implying is that whoever gets this job should be a member of the club. In this case, the Toms River Republican Club. I didn't get a chance. I just got this. I didn't get a chance yet to talk to some of the Democratic council people there. But some of the town employees were having fun with this, asking, what club? They were posting our gang, Little Rascals, that sort of thing. Somebody needs to talk to Mr. Whitman, and if probably there should be some public comment at the next council meeting as to the hiring practices of Toms River. Now, you probably want to go back and look at recent hires in the last couple of years. How did these people get the job? Are they club members? Or is there like a secret handshake you got to have? How do you get the job in Toms River? Do you have to be a club member? How do you know who a club member is? Is that dues paying in this club? I don't know how that works. But what really baffles me is how do you possibly hit reply all? For that matter, now, I'm a Hudson County guy, Jersey City, as most of you are. Somewhere there's a connection between you and Jersey City. Like I've said many times, I don't need 6 degrees of separation to find Jersey City and Toms River. 2 degrees normally works. We don't like leaving paper trails in Jersey City or Hudson County. If a message like this is to be transmitted, now, I don't know how many times there's been an investigation into some political figure where they call for the emails. You've seen it with Hillary. You've seen it with Trump. You've seen it on lower levels than those two. Why would you put anything like this in an email? Because you got 2 stupid things that happen here. One, you don't put this kind of message in an email that can come back and bite you on the butt. And 2, you don't hit reply all. This is the thing. This is why we still have phones. This is why you pick up the phone. Hello? This position that's available, we should make sure it goes to one of our own party members. You don't put that in an email because, one, email, I don't know where to go. They never seem to disappear. If you can't delete emails, you can do it on your end, but the person receiving it doesn't delete it. It's there, and I guess the server keeps it. Because Hillary, if I'm not mistaken, one of like 50,000 emails that were lost to time or history, and all of a sudden they found them. They don't go away. So anything you're doing that could not bear transparency, you don't put in an email. You don't put in a memo. You don't put in a text. You make a phone call, or you meet at the diner. You go on Route 37. You go to Whoops Diner. You go to the IHOP. Whatever you got to friggin' do. But you don't leave a paper trail. So 2 stupid things by Mr. Whitman, who I'm sure somebody in the Democrats are going to probably say investigate. You don't hit reply all, and you don't put it in writing. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Pan & Pinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panandpintoproperties.com. Pan & Pinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone. Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
We're back. You're watching the Toms River Show. Let's do a little more Toms River stuff. Toms River, Seaside Heights, it is very dependent upon tourism. You know, people coming to Seaside Heights and all the shore areas, you know, Lake Hurst, all the places where you would go in the summer, you know, to see where the Hindenburg is, or go on a boardwalk, or Seaside Park, or go see the Blue Claws, whatever. It is an area that is dependent upon tourism. Seaside Heights it's its business. You've got to have tourism. The price of gas in the last 2 weeks has gone up almost 20 cents a gallon. Now, I'm constantly telling people at Toms River to come over the bridge, the Mathis Bridge, go to Seaside, you know, have dinner, go on the boardwalk. You know, there's things going on even off season in the winter. And I constantly try to ask people from points south and points north to go to Seaside Heights. Spend money at the Jersey Shore. And money stays in the state, and there's some math to this, that for every dollar spent, we get back 3 times. If that's the case, I'd blow the whole budget at the Coin Castle on the boardwalk for the state, and we'd solve everything. When the price of gas goes up 20 cents a gallon, and there's tolls and everything else that's involved with coming down the shore, say from Jersey City or Mahwah or Philadelphia, wherever. Some people are going to look at it, the price of gas is like if you're using high test, $3.20 a gallon or whatever. You know, I'm not going to take the 87-mile ride down to Seaside Heights because I can't afford the fuel and the toll. I don't know what's driving this increase. We hurt ourselves last year when we jacked up the fuel tax. And at that time, I said we shouldn't do this because they were talking about, oh, the price of gas is low, and we got the lowest taxation. We can raise it. Everybody be fine. I was saying, go back to the Jersey City show back then. Don't do this. And I remember sitting with Mike Diamond from the Asbury Park Press. Yeah, it's not going to stay low. These prices are going to go up, and they have. Yeah, that's a real concern. When the price to get down to Seaside or Seaside Park or the Lakehurst, wherever, it becomes price prohibitive. Now the other problem we have in Toms River is 166 Route 37. There has been Joe Picari, one of the best freeholders you can have, who might be called a commissioner pretty soon, spoke to the governor about the snail pace construction. I spoke to State Senator Vin Gopal from Monmouth County. He's on the Transportation Committee for the state, and Vin started looking into it. I was just down in Toms River. I'm going to be there tomorrow, for that matter. There is actually activity. You see things happening now. The project is moving along. As I spoke to Vin Gopal, I said, they're renovating the Mathis Bridge quicker than they're doing this road project on 166 and Route 37. There's something wrong with that. And then people started giving me all excuses. It had to do with the fuel tank. It had to do with gas lines. It had to do with the weather. There were a lot of half moons. There were all sorts of excuses. Get the job done. Now, we're sitting here as I'm taping this. We're in the middle of May, coming into the third quarter of May. This is where the season begins. If you get good weather, people will take the ride down. This is the gravy season before July 4th. Whatever money we can get in Seaside Park, Seaside Heights, all the destinations in Ocean County is budget enhancing. Whether it's a municipal budget, the county budget, or the businesses on the boardwalks and on Route 37, we can't have traffic backup. We got the fuel tax, the fuel price, and we can't have the traffic blocking everything up here. So hopefully, and I just noticed there's really movement happening. So thankfully, everybody involved, from Governor Murphy with Joe Picari and Vinnie Gopal, and Nicholas Sacco's on the committee. Everybody was making those phone calls, sending the letter, getting in touch with Asbury Park Press, the Toms River Patch. Everybody needs to be commended because things are now moving along. And that's what we needed to get this project going. There were businesses that, were going to close up. I know the car wash and some of the businesses on 166, they did close. They wasn't making enough money to stay open through all this. So hopefully this project, at least at that intersection right by the Parkway, will be complete. We can move on, get the traffic going, get into Seaside Heights, Seaside Park, and have a great summer. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together. We're back. You're watching the Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia here, your concerned Tom's River resident. We're ready to go. Remember, go to HMG TV shows. You can relive the Tom's River Show. You can get in touch with me there. There's a contact section. You can see all the other programming we're doing. The Shore Show should be coming back in production in the next few weeks. The Jersey City Show, you know, the Gene Pool where you all came from. Hudson County Show, Inside Hollywood. There's a lot of programming there, a lot of entertainment. And we got some new things, you know, we're brewing up there. Our law enforcement show. Let's stay with the Shore before I get to it came from Trenton. Wildwood. I'm not really a Wildwood guy. It's more like a retail boardwalk to me. There's not a lot of games of chance there. And the ocean may as well be in another state. That is the longest beach I've ever. You have to take a friggin' bus from the boardwalk to the ocean to get there. You know, it's like Seaside Heights. You walk down the ramp. I don't know what's going to be with the 18-foot dune, but right now you can walk down the ramp, and within, you know, I don't care how hot the sand is, within 1.5 million, you're at the edge of the ocean. Not the case in Wildwood. Wildwood must have noticed that and saying, you know, we're not going to be landing any C-130s here. Maybe we should park some cars on the beach. This year, Wildwood is going to allow parking on the beach for $10 a day. Now, you can't park any car. You got to have a 4-wheel drive. Can't take your, you know, your station wagon there. It can't be all-wheel drive. It has to be a 4-wheel drive vehicle. And for $10, you can park on the beach. Which, you know, the more parking you can get, and $10 a day, that's pretty fair to go on the boardwalk. You know, I have a problem there. Again, my kid just bought a house in Seaside. I want to see Seaside be successful. We got the studio in Seaside. You know, I deal with the administration there. One of the things that scare me is the parking. It becomes price prohibitive when it gets so ridiculously priced. On a big day in Seaside, you know, the private lot's $25. Now, listen, I don't know how many people got $25 to park, so I have a real problem with that. The town itself, now remember, these short towns, they got to make their money in like 4 or 5 months. You know, the $2 an hour parking, you know, I suppose that's fair. But, you know, you're there for 8 hours, you're in there for $16. That seems like a lot. I applaud Wildwood for allowing the 4x4s to park for $10. I will warn Wildwood that you're going to have to probably fill out an EPA impact statement from all the various fluids that are going to leak on your beach, whether it's antifreeze, motor oil, transmission fluid, 98 rear oil. These things are going to leak. The transverse boxes on these 4-wheel drives, especially the people who beat the hell out of their 4-wheel drive, the people who actually 4-wheel. These things leak all over the place. And you have some cars that are just, no matter what you do with the engine, they're leakers. You know, like my, I got a 2000 Cadillac Eldorado with a 32-valve North Star. Hopefully, we replaced every seal in the engine. No, you know, but you talk to the Cadillac people at North Star, you're going to have an oil leak. How can you design something like that? But this off-season, took the engine apart, replaced every seal. Hopefully, there is no oil leaks. Because where I park my car, municipal lot, you know, monthly parking, you get the permit, you know, you don't need a friggin' oil patch there. So yeah, I stay on top of it. But these 4x4s, those things leak a lot. So I don't know. This might be a 1-year deal with Wildwood there, because once these start pulling off, you know, look at that oil and say, "Ooh, wait a minute, looks like the Exxon Valdez was here." But anyway, you can make the visit to the shore areas that much more family budget friendly. It's a win-win. $10 to park all day. That's great. You know, whoever came up with this idea, I'm not sure, you know, oil leaks on the beach is what you're expecting, but any way you can bring down the price, that's a win-win. You know, if somebody, you know, listen, somebody's saying, well, I'm going to go down to, you know, Seaside Heights or Seaside Park or Wildwood, and say, well, you know, it's only $10 to park in Wildwood, but you have to factor in the journey. But, Journey's a little less if you're coming up in Philly. But any way we can make it family budget friendly, that's what we need to do at the Jersey Shore. And I'll say one thing about Seaside Heights. The food, like you go to the Beachcomber in Seaside Heights, you get a large slice of pizza, and I mean a large slice of pizza at the Beachcomber, and a Coke. Yeah, you're in there like $4. It's the same price I pay in Jersey City, and I'm not getting a monster slice of pizza. You watching Tom's River Show? I'll be right back.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
It takes more than a state-of-the-art medical facility to make a great hospital. It takes a team of dedicated medical professionals. That's the Jersey City Medical Center, Hudson County's #1 hospital. Medical teams consisting of New Jersey's top doctors, Magnet Award-winning nurses, and accomplished hospital associates, all committed to your good health. That's what you have at the Jersey City Medical Center. Make Hudson County's #1 hospital your first choice. Visit us on the web at barnabashealth.org. We're back. You're watching the Tom's River Show. New segment. It came from Trenton. What's going on in Trenton? Well, the property tax workaround has occurred. Governor Murphy signed it into law. You can make, municipalities will set up charitable divisions, I guess. There will be administrators who will set up charitable parts of City Hall. The idea is, with the tax changes federally, President Trump cut a lot of corporate taxes, cut a lot of taxes, but not making everybody happy. And you had to cap the $10,000 property tax cap on the federal taxes, which is the same property tax we have in Jersey. You got a $10,000 cap. But the Fed one seemed to upset everybody. If you're paying more than $10,000 a year in property taxes, you're upset. But you'd think the state, who was so upset, would raise their caps. You can deduct up to $20,000, but they didn't do that. They've come up with a workaround where you can make donations. I guess, say your property taxes are more than $10,000. Let's say you're at $16,000. You can write a check for $10,000 to the municipality, Tom's River, to the municipality, and you say your taxes are $16,000 for the year. The other $6,000 you can write to a charity of Tom's River. You can write, say, I want to donate $3,000 to street sweeping. Right, Tom's River street sweeping charity, or Tom's River pothole filling charity. That's the game plan. Now, the state, Murphy's people, they vetted this amongst themselves. Some tax professionals, some legal minds. They didn't vet it with the IRS. They didn't vet it through the Congress. So I'm not sure how this is going to float. Now, if it could save the people of New Jersey some money, all for it. But, I don't know if there's a penalty if you don't want to be charitable. But that's how it is right now. I assume you should talk to your accountant. The IRS hasn't made a ruling on this yet, so I don't know if you get in trouble who pays the penalty and interest. Charities, 501Cs, they have to have a purpose, and you just can't collect money for any kind of charitable donation. When you form your charity, it has a purpose, something you're going to do, whether it's Save the Whales or some museum, that kind of thing. Also, we're at a trend. Governor Murphy is proposing cutting the homestead rebate by 50%. Bad. This is imperative for our seniors. You know, there are a lot of programs for a lot of people who are destitute, low income, whatever the case is. When you have seniors who may have a home, they got a little retirement, Social Security, they need every dime they get, because when they get around to that second week, third week of the month, money starts getting tight. When they get to the end of the month, they're in real trouble. And they can't get help as the destitute people do, who are completely broke, they don't have a place to live. A lot of money available there. And, you know, and it's good we do that. But I don't think I should run people who have a little bit into the ground. You know, by the end of that month, they're trying to figure out how they're going to make co-pays. You know, I got a guy, it's a veteran, he's like 74 years old. The VA turned him down. By the middle of the month, he's got a problem. He's made his rent, he's paid his bills, but, you know, and now he's starting to make decisions on what he's going to eat and what he can't eat, what he starts self-medicating. You know, if somehow we can get this guy an extra $300 a month, he'd be living fine. And, you know, at 70 years old, veteran, we should be able to do that. Do not cut the homestead rebate. It is imperative for the seniors and the property owners. Yeah, they're the ones that are shouldering everything. Governor Murphy may bring back the film tax credit. Governor Christie did away with that. He had a problem with the Jersey Shore people at that time. But it's I don't know if it's the best thing to do if you say we're going to give a credit to the Marble. They, you know, Infinity Wars just did $1 billion. If you ever notice that in Marble, you always see Georgia there. Well, Georgia gives them big tax credits. They do a lot of their filming there. Do we need to give tax credits to a studio that's making billions of dollars? But there are jobs that can be had. You know, there were a lot of productions that were done in Jersey, and once the tax credits were eliminated, they moved on. The governor settled the state contract, the Communications Workers Association. The contract is proposed to cost an additional $150 million a year. Not sure with $150 million a year. I'm sure Murphy has a game plan. And we're going to have to give this guy time for his whole vision and idea to take root. All right, we're at a show. You're watching the Tom Rivers Show. You be good, you be safe. Good night.